Angel Reese.
So lads, Angel Reese did what everybody expected Angel Reese to do.
Even on Jersey retirement day, Angel Reese gotta be petty.
Angel Reese just got canceled, and it all went down on the night Candace Parker's jersey was supposed to be celebrated. Instead of honoring a WNBA legend, Reese's bold move was seen by fans as pure disrespect, turning a tribute into a controversy. Now, the internet's calling her out, and I believe that's for good reason.
All of the players wore these shirts with Candace Parker's number on it, as you can see right here, the 3 on the coach. All of the players wore it except one, Angel Reese. Candace Parker's a freaking living legend, bro.
Every player, coach, and staff member had that same shirt on. Candace Parker's number bold across the chest. It wasn't just a uniform. It was a statement, a sign of respect for one of the WNBA's greatest. The Chicago Sky were celebrating a legend, lifting Parker's jersey into the Raptors for good. But while the arena glowed with applause and nostalgia, one player stood out for all the wrong reasons.
He gave the finger to Candace Parker during her retirement ceremony. Or not jersey retirement ceremony.
Angel Reese didn't wear the shirt. She stayed in her own black warm-up top, the only person on the court without that tribute. And just like that, the night turned from celebration to controversy. Fans called it petty. Some called it iconic. Either way, it stole the spotlight from a moment meant to honor a champion.
I think it's endless, honestly. You look at her body, you look at her ability to get up and down the floor, and I don't think it's just on the offensive end. I think it's on the defensive end as well.
She was listed like 10 players, and she put her as the same tier as Brink, and then said she has a potential to be an S tier player. Like, she literally said, during her tier list.
This wasn't random. Rhea and Parker have history, and it's been brewing for months. Parker isn't just any former player. She's a 2-time WNBA champion, Finals MVP, and a Chicago icon who brought the franchise its first championship. Her voice carries weight. So when she made her player rankings, people listened. She put Rhea in the same tier as solid talents like Cameron Brink, called her a strong prospect, even said she had MVP potential.
That Angel Reese was not going to celebrate Candace Parker. Why? Because I shit you not, Candace Parker said that Angel Reese is not as good as Paige Becker.
But then came the sting. Parker didn't place Reese with names like Paige Boers or Eric Augenball. It wasn't hate, but for a competitor like Rhea, those words cut deep. And once social media got hold of it, those comments became gasoline. Clips were chopped, quotes were twisted, and the narrative flipped. Candace Parker doesn't believe in Angel Reese.
She got rage baited by people online, and then she started retweeting like personal shit about Candace Parker as well. Like, she started retweeting like, oh, Candace is just jealous of Angel that she stole her vet and all.
That's when things went from quiet tension to loud shade. Reese didn't stay silent. She liked and retweeted posts dragging Parker, some claiming jealousy, others mocking Parker's career. It stopped feeling like basketball analysis and started feeling personal. And fans loved it.
Angel Reese being super petty with Candace Parker on her jersey retirement in Chicago, man. This was wild. Angel Reese is not rocking with Candace Parker at all.
So, by the time jersey retirement night rolled around, this wasn't just another game. It was a stage. The Sky rolled out shirts, tributes, speeches. Everyone played along except Rhea. She stood there in her own gear, her own lane, making sure everyone knew where she stood. It wasn't subtle, and it wasn't quiet. That decision spoke louder than any tweet. It said, "I'm not rocking with you, and I don't care who sees it." For fans, it was shocking. For critics, it was disrespectful. And for the league, it was the perfect storm. Drama, pride, and a little bit of chaos on a night that was supposed to be all love.
She literally said that Angel Reese has the potential to be an MVP. Literally, when, and apparently, all the shade started from her saying, and I'm not joking.
The thing is, Parker's comments weren't brutal. In fact, during the broadcast that very night, She praised Reese's frame, athleticism, and potential. She said, "It's endless." She wasn't tearing her down. She was giving credit. But sometimes it's not about what's said, it's about how it's heard. Reese clearly took it as doubt. And when you combine pride, competitiveness, and social media noise, you get moments like this, where a jersey retirement turns into a statement game.
Angel Reese said, no.
And that's why this story hit so hard. It wasn't just a young star being petty. It was a competitor showing her edge, right or wrong. It was the internet magnifying tension into a full-blown feud. And most of all, it was the proof that in today's WNBA, personalities matter as much as points. Ree may have grabbed 17 rebounds that night, breaking Tina Charles's record for most double-doubles in a player's first 2 seasons. But it's the shirt she didn't wear that everyone will remember.
Could you imagine, Caitlin Clark's gone out of her way to celebrate Cheryl's, went out of her way to celebrate Cheryl Swoops. And Cheryl Swoops not only didn't said that Caitlin Clark wasn't that good at basketball, she lied about Caitlin.
Why does it matter? Because this kind of moment almost never happens. These ceremonies are supposed to be above drama. Even Caitlin Clark, who's had legends publicly doubt her, still goes out of her way to show respect. Cheryl Swoops once questioned Clark's career, even dropped false claims about her, and Clark still praised her. That's the standard. You respect those who came before you, even when they weren't kind. That's why Reese's stance was so shocking. It flipped the script.
And I mean, say what you want. This is the pettiest shit I've ever seen.
And the media, they had a field day. Words like petty and disrespectful flooded timelines. Some called it the pettiest move ever seen in the WNBA. Others said it showed confidence, refusing to fake support for someone who didn't fully believe in her. But no matter which side you were on, you couldn't ignore it. It wasn't about a shirt anymore. It was about attitude, pride, and a little bit of ego.
I'm sorry, Candace Parker was right about her assessment on Angel Reese. Is that Angel Reese, if she's a hell of a third option and is not a good first option for your team?
Here's where it gets even more interesting. While all this drama played out, Parker didn't clap back. During the broadcast, she was nothing but complimentary. She talked about Reese's athleticism, her motor, and said her potential is endless. That's not shade. That's a veteran praising a young star. But Parker also made it clear being a first option is different. It's pressure.
She had 17 rebounds. She had 6 of them right there, though. One more time, y'all.
It's carrying a team night after night. And let's be honest, the Chicago Sky have struggled. Even with Reese pulling down insane numbers, 17 rebounds that night, breaking Tina Charles's record for most double-doubles in a player's first 2 seasons, they're still losing. Ree is fierce, but Parker's point wasn't cruel. It was accurate. If Reese is your third best player, you're a good team. If she's your first, you're in trouble.
Be putting that on, and she standing on it.
Did Reese overreact? Maybe. Or maybe she's just wired differently. Some players take criticism and turn it into fuel. Others see it as disrespect and push back harder. What we saw that night was Reese making sure everyone knew she wasn't going to smile through a moment. That didn't feel right to her. And whether you see it as petty or powerful, it worked. It made headlines. It got people talking. It turned a routine celebration into one of the most talked about WNBA moments of the year.
It is what it is. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. I got to keep it real.
And that's the thing about Angel Reese.
She's polarizing.
You love her or you can't stand her, but you can't ignore her. That black warm-up might have been a silent protest, but it said everything. I hear you, I see you, and I don't agree. Maybe it was petty. Maybe it was pride. Either way, it was unforgettable.
Reese just could not do it. She just couldn't do it.
Angel Reese didn't just make headlines for the black warm-up. She also played. And here's the kicker. She had a solid night. 10 points, 17 rebounds. That's not just a good rebounding night. That's dominance on the boards. She even broke a big milestone, surpassing Tina Charles's record with her 20th double-double in her first 2 seasons. That's the kind of stat line that usually gets celebrated everywhere. But this wasn't a normal night. The Chicago Sky still lost, and Reese's missed shots and shaky offensive efficiency stood out. It was a mixed bag, a record-breaking achievement shadowed by drama. And that's where the irony hits. Here's a player proving she belongs, making history, but the conversation isn't about rebounds or records. It's about a shirt. Was it petty? Was it a PR play? In today's game, being polarizing is sometimes more valuable than being perfect. Reese is building her brand as a dog, a competitor who doesn't care about the noise, and that sells. Maybe this becomes a regret years from now, or maybe it's the start of her villain era. Either way, it's unforgettable because at the end of the day, stats matter, but in sports, respect is the currency everyone's watching. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to get more updates.